Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and fellow potatoes of PUBG, and welcome to my first video where I go in depth about 5 fun facts about PUBG, or as I like to call it, 5 very unnecessary things about PUBG. So buckle up, sit tight, and enjoy the very necessary information you are about to hear. Number 1. The Blue Circle. It is with no doubt that the blue circle has taken many lives in PUBG. In fact, it's more likely that you will see someone die from it than not every round you play. But the question begs, how long can you actually survive the very first blue circle? Luckily for you, you have me testing and jeopardizing my own awesome rating for the greater good. Surprisingly enough, it was very annoying to test this as I had to be as far away from the white circle as possible in order to be killed by the first blue circle. If I stood on the island, the first blue circle would collide with the white circle, causing double damage, meaning that the result wouldn't be accurate. So only way for me to actually test this was to literally go to the edge of the map on the opposite side of the white circle. As calculated, it would take me approximately 4 minutes to die. This was my theory, since I had noticed in previous games that it took about 1 minute to lose 25% of my health. So a general rule here is that for every minute that passes outside of the very first blue circle, you lose about 25% of your health bar. Number 2. Crate kills. This was perhaps the most fun thing to test, mainly because I randomly won the round where I was trying to hunt down the crate. So the theory here is that the crate will kill you if it lands on top of you, and it was what I was about to test. As the crate looks like it's made out of metal, and it looks quite big as well, it's safe to assume that the crate has somewhat heavy weight, but to my surprise, it did nothing but slide down the side of me. I made a second attempt just to be sure that it wasn't changing directions due to it almost landing on top of the tree, but the same result was given once again. So the result here is that crates, when landing on top of you, do not kill you. Number 3. Minimum speed for damage. It shouldn't come as a surprise that we take damage when we crash or exit the vehicle, but what I wanted to find out was the approximate minimum speed that each vehicle must have in order to damage you, the player. In order to do this, I had to find all vehicles and then crash into the closest tree. I am only displaying footage of the lowest result I got, but for obvious reasons I attempted to crash with every vehicle more than just once, until I found a good line between when it did damage and when it did not. For the bike, it took me approximately 35 km per hour in order to take damage. The UAZ took 30, buggy took 40, and the Dacia took most 50. When jumping out of vehicles, you always take damage when it's more than 30 km per hour, excluding boats, which is the only vehicle you can jump out of in any speed without much of a consequence. So just to recap, here are the following stats when crashing your car, where surprisingly enough the Dacia seems to be the most relying vehicle. And when jumping out, you must be driving less than 30 km per hour to not take any damage, except when on a boat. Number 4. Grenade info. While this is easy to test in the lobby of each game, I prefer to test it in a place where not much sound is made. Firstly, I wanted to know which type of grenade has a pin that you can pull out, and as of my suspicion, you can't really take out any pin from a Molotov, making it the only throwing object in the game that doesn't have a pin. Additionally, it seems that you can hold a Molotov for a very long period of time, as it doesn't explode in your hand. By pressing the R button, which is the default key, we can know how long time it takes to activate the unpinned grenade. So as researched, only Molotovs can be held in your hand without exploding, and it takes 5 seconds to activate a smoke grenade or a normal grenade after you pull out the pin. Number 5. AFK in the water. Sometimes we see that the kill feed states that someone has drowned and whatnot. That is because if you AFK in water, you are teleported below the surface, making it impossible for you to AFK. This probably to eliminate any players that might have been AFK during the airdrop, and to deal with AFKers in general that are trying to hide in the water. It seems to also take more than 20 seconds before you start drowning after releasing your keyboard. What is causing this figure to be different every time is unknown. To recap the results here. It takes more than 20 seconds before you start drowning once you are AFK, and you shouldn't really do it anyways because it's really not benefiting you in any way. So just don't do it. So now that you're smarter in PUBG, you will know that you shouldn't drive more than 30 km per hour in order to create a safe environment for all players, including yourself. With that being said, thank you for watching, and if you do have anything that you'd like me to test, then let me know, or if you just have any general feedback, let me know in the comment section. Until next time, have a great one.